Now then, let's take a much closer look at the Atlas down vests. A set of three colours there, 3 different looks to them. I think they look fantastic. Now let's have a look through. I'll first of all just run through the fabrics and the materials that we've used here and give you some technical details on those, and then secondly I'll run through the features. So the outer is made in proofed fabrics, either Ultrashell or in the case of the white, Dri-LX. The inner is made in M1 fabric. Now M1 fabric is a ripstop nylon. It's a down proofed, windproof fabric, of course, very light, and we use it for making sleeping bags. But you can see that light fabric is allowing the down to fully loft and drape towards your body. On the inside, let's just have a look at the inside features. 2 things to tell you. First of all, we've got a small security pocket for credit cards or keys or something like that. The other thing to point out here is that the collar, it's a down-filled collar, but it's also fleece-lined to really seal out the cold. Right, let's just have a look at the design features of the Atlas vests, the Atlas down vests. We've got 4 pockets. These are down-filled. The bottom 2 are hand warmer pockets, and what I mean by that is when you put your hand inside the pocket, your hand goes under the down. It actually goes inside the garment. The pocket bag, the inner of the pocket there, is on the inner of the jacket inside. So you're going into the jacket under the down. Now that is really useful. If your mitts aren't doing it, or your gloves aren't really keeping your hands warm, or you've forgotten them, this is a fantastic place to really shove your hands in and really get some proper warmth back into your fingers. On the top here, we've got Napoleon pockets. We've got 2 high on the chest stash pockets, and those are fantastic for stashing gear, hats and mitts and snacks and so on. But they're very useful and they're very easy access because they're high above the harness line of a climbing. If you're using a climbing harness, they're high above that line, and they're high above the line of the hip belt of a rucksack. So if you're wearing a rucksack and the hip belt is closing these pockets, they're of no use. They're not so easy to access. So these pockets here are very, very useful. They're fleece lined, and so there's some insulation there, so very useful, very quick and very easy to get access. The vest, of course, has a full length zip, and underneath it has an insulated baffle, and on the top of that baffle is the baffle rolls over as a beard guard. Now, there's a couple of other things to just point out with these vests. The first of which is this side panel. Now we've got a side panel there. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but we've designed in a side panel with elastication in it, elasticated thread, and that's designed to pull the garment in closer to your body. The idea is that down performs best if it's close to your body, if it drapes close to your own shape. So we've put in elastication on the side panel there to pull the garment in closer. Now it's the same, the panel's made out of the same materials, so it's Ultrashell or Dri-LX, outer M1 fabric on the inner, and down filled, so it's fully insulated, fully windproof. There's no way that area would get cold, but it just pulls the garment closer to you. Now the other thing to just tell you about is the optional hood. The hood is a detachable hood. It can be removed with studs that attach it to a collar stand around the collar there, but the hood is an optional extra you can order at the time you order your vest. And it's worth considering, particularly if you're camping, if you're trekking using cold tea houses and so on, because it's a very, very well insulated down-filled hood, and they're very, very light, these hoods. So they're a very lightweight piece of equipment that compress very well inside your rucksack and easy to carry and so on. But they offer a great deal of warmth. Windproof, of course, down-filled, so really make a big difference. And if you're going to sleep in one of these things, if you're using it as part of your sleep system, the hood, a down-filled hood, is a really welcome addition. Okay, so there we have a closer look at the Atlas down vests. Okay, cheers.